Hi friends, welcome back again. In this video, we are going to see how to analyze a beam with concentrated load and UDL. And meanwhile, I'm going to assume some properties and I'm going to analyze for the fixed beam. Okay, so I have given that example here. Okay, so in order to create this beam, we can go for Run Structure Wizard. Okay, so just going for Geometry menu, click on Run Structure Wizard, and here we just go for model type and click on frame models, and here I'm going to select continuous beam. Okay, so just going for continuous beam, I have given the length as 5.5 meters. Okay, so let the length be 5.5 and number of bays nothing but number of divisions. Okay, so I want to give it as 1. Okay, apply and just close. Would you like to transfer? Yes. Okay. Now, next we have created geometry. Next step is to create the properties. Okay, just go for general page here and click on properties. And next in the properties data page, we have to click on define. Okay, and I want to define rectangular cross section. Here we are having number of cross sections. Okay, so just I'm going to click on rectangular cross section, and depth and width are defined as per the ratio, like we need to give the value such that depth by width ratio should be less than or equal to 2 as per the codal provisions. Okay, so just going for this, and I'm going to define depth as 0.4 meters and width as 0.23 meters. Okay, add and close. Since we have drawn only one beam, I'm directly going for assign to view, assign. And do you want to proceed? Yes. So next step is to assign the supports. Just you can go for supports, and here we are going to get this supports data, and just click on create. Since I said earlier we are going to create fixed beam and I have given in the image also. So here just going for fixed, and default support is in fixed only. Okay, so click on add, and here we are having two joints. Okay, and in order to see the nodes, the shortcut key is shift K. Okay, so we are going to see node numbers as well as nodes. So to display the node number, shortcut key is shift N, and to see the node, shift K. Okay, so just assign to view. I mean, like, we have to select the support and assign to view, assign. Yes, automatically we are going to see this blue color symbols, that is fixed support. Remaining supports we'll discuss it later. And next step is to define the loading definition. Since I have given concentrated forces, two concentrated forces, this step is lowercase details. Click on add, and I want to give the dead load here. Just I'm going to consider those two loads as the dead load category. So loading type, and just go for dead load, add, and similarly another load is live load, add. Okay, so okay, I'm going to create only dead load, so I'm going to delete this one. So just click on dead load, lowercase 1, add. So I want to give the concentrated loads on the beam, right? So just click on member load and select concentrated force. So let the first value be as per the given figure, 2 kilonewton. Since the load will be acting in y direction, that is in negative direction towards downward. So we need to define the negative symbol here. So minus 2. Okay, and it is acting at distance of 1.5. So d1 is nothing but from the starting of the beam at what distance the load has been acting. So let it be 1.5, and click on add. Automatically the load will be added here in this list. And similarly another concentrated force is of 1.5 kilonewtons. So that is minus 1.5 kilonewtons, and it is acting at a distance of from the right end have given 1.5, right? The total length of the beam is 5.5 meters. So 5.5 minus 1.5, that is 4. Okay, so just give the distance as 4 here. 4, add and close. So just click on concentrated load, assign to view, assign. Yes. Okay, and similarly just select this one, assign to view, assign, and yes. Since we are seeing very long arrow marks here, so to scale down that we are going to have this symbol here. So loads, in this toolbar, just click on this one, it will be scaled down here. Okay, and to show the load values on screen, the shortcut key is Shift V. Okay, so after assigning the loads, I want to see the results. I mean, like after assigning these loads, how the beam reacts. If you want to see the SFT, BMD, like shear forces and bending moments, deflection values, we have to analyze the beam. So just click on analysis and print. Here, just click on all and add close. So we have added preprint command, and after adding this, just go for analyze, and its shortcut key is Control F5. Okay, so just go for analyze, and it is showing run analysis or Control F5. You can click on this option, or directly you can go for Control F5 also. Okay, so run analysis. So structure has been modified, save, and the analysis will be running here. So if you want to see output file, like how total load, I have given 2 and 1.5 kilonewtons on the beam. So the total load applied will be 3.5 kilonewtons. So just when we are going for view output file and done, the output file will be generated. And yeah, since the warnings have we got the warning since we have given fixed beam, so it will be showing all degrees of freedom or fixed. Okay, just click on this results, and here we are going to have this total applied load. So 2 plus 1.5, we have got 3.5, and obviously the reaction load will be 3.5. Okay, so I'm going to close this one. We'll see this output file later on. And if you want to see SFT and BMD diagrams and deflection of the beam, just double tap on the beam, and here we are going to have shear bending option. So shear bending tab, and we can see bending moment diagram and shear Y. So shear force diagram has been generated like this. Okay, so similar way, if you are going on deflection and selecting Y direction, we can see deflection values here. Okay, so the deflection has been created at 2.75 meters, and the deflection value, delta value, is 0.065. Okay, so in this way we can see the results of the analysis. Okay, so hope you understood this concentrated load. Next we'll see the UDL loads. Now we'll see how to give the UDL load. As given in the figure, I'm going to take 6 meters beam. So just again going for geometry and run structure wizard. So the procedure will be almost same, just we need to give the different values and different loading types and properties. Okay, so coming to this model type, and click on frame models. So here we are going to have continuous beam, and the given length is 6 meters, right? So just taking 6, and number of base, that is division, is 1. So 1, and apply, close. So yes, so okay. So again, I mean, like the beam has been inserted here. So just going for the general page directly. So first step, we need to give the properties again. Just click on define. Let the depth be, for example, I'm going to take 0.3 meters here, and let the width be 0.23 meters. Add and close. So again, I'm going to assign for view. Assign, yes. And if you want to check the length of the beam, we can go for display node to node distance. Just click on this one, and we have to define the first node and the second node. So obviously the length has been given as 6 meters. And if you want to remove this one, beside this we are going to have this option remove. Okay, and next going for support conditions. And if you want to check whether the property has been assigned or not, just we can click on this pyramid symbol. Okay, so this is like render. So 3D render view, we can click on this one, we can, and we can see this 3D object here. Okay, right. So I'm going to close this one. Yeah, next I want to give fixed support. Okay, so just go for fixed, add, and support conditions, assign to view. Just click on assign to view here. Assign, yes. Okay, and the next one is we have to give the load. Since in the figure I have given UDL load here, so again I'm going to add dead load, and add, close. So actually we can rename this. I mean, if you want to edit, or just if you want to change the load case here, so yeah, I want to expand this one. So just click on load case 1, add, and I'm going to add this UDL load. So just go for member load here, and under this we are going to have this uniform force. Okay, since I've given uniform force as 1.5 kilonewton per meter square, and which is acting at certain distances. Okay, at starting it has been acting as at 2 meters and ending at 1.5 meters. Okay, so just we need to give a start and end distance from the left end. Okay, so let the load value will be minus 1.5. Since earlier I have said it is acting in the negative direction, we have to take minus 1.5, and let the D1 be, so since it is acting at 2 meter from the left end and it is ending at 1.5 meters from that start point, but we have to give the end point with respect to left end, right? So 2 plus 1.5, the total distance will be 3.5. So it will be starting at 2 meters and ending at 3.5 meters. So just add and close. So simply select the assigned load here, assign to view, assign, and yes. So automatically the UDL will be created here, and to see the load value, shift plus V is the shortcut key. Okay, and obviously next step is analysis, analyze all, add and close. Sorry, it has been not added. So click on all, add, close. So control F5, or just we can click on analyze menu and run analysis, save. Okay, so the total load will be 1.5 into 1.5, that is 22.5 will be, sorry, 2.25 will be the total load applied here. Okay, so if you want to see any SFD, PMDs and deflection, just we need to double click on the beam. Okay, so here we are going to get shear bending. Obviously we can observe these all the things here. Okay, and since we have applied UDL, in UDL we can see this transformation of shear force here. So similarly, if you want to see the deflection value, delta value, just click on Y direction here. So at 3 meters we have got 0.209 mm of displacement. Okay, so I think you understood this method also. I'm going to give some examples. If possible, you can try to do those examples, and you can comment the deflection you got for those beams in the comment section. Okay, hope. So these are the examples you have to do and find out the deflection. If possible, just try to comment the deflection in the comment section. This is one example. Okay, so and another example is this one. Okay, so I have given the concentrated load and UDL. So please try to do these examples for more understanding. Hope you like this video. If any doubts are there, you can comment in the comment section. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Thank you.